Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your faces to a game that has absolutely captivated me after 9 hours of playing, and it's a game called Blueprints, aka Blueprints. What this game's about is you are a heir to this mansion, this house. I don't want to spill too many beans just yet, but we have been given a quest by an elderly man who unfortunately has passed away, and in his will and testament we have to try and find the 46th room of the house. But we only know or get access to 45, so we need to find and dig our way through lore. We have to dig our way through puzzles, using trinkets and tools to find this room. And oh boy, what an absolute adventure it is. This past 9 hours has had my mind being bent, front, sideways and bloody backwards. But I want to introduce you to Blueprints. So each episode that you're going to see here on YouTube is going to correspond to one single day, because we have a set limit of moves, which is basically in feet, which means we have to sleep at the end of the day and the whole game resets. Only thing we take with us is knowledge and some permanent rooms that will unlock on the way. But welcome to Blueprints and welcome to day one. I just want to quickly state also that I did record all of this whilst I was live streaming, and there are people that might speculate, oh my god, he just researched it, he just googled the answers and all this kind of stuff. Well, I can tell you that I did live stream the whole thing. You can see every single second, every single minute of me playing this back to back. What you're seeing now is just a cut down edited version of it. So I just want to quickly make that clear as we jump into this.
S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
So welcome to day one. Hopefully you read that information and listened to that information, because it might come important, and I guarantee it will come important. But welcome to Blueprints, and first of all, again, let's start day one and see where this takes us. Okay, I have 50 footprints, so 50 steps. Is that steps? Okay. I love the art style of this. We have to look like everywhere, right? We gotta look everywhere. Open only in the event of my death. Okay. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy. and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may be taken off the estate. May not be taken off the estate, sorry. And you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half a century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert J. Sinclair. Okay, so we got a little letter. And we got this. You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Okay. Oh, so I can call it a day here. And we're in the entrance hall. A card. A hand and a card, an ace of spades. A hand and another card. Got these kind of statues. We have no, like, who they are yet. This one's kind of got like a mutton chops with a big old mustache. This one's like a clean-cut guy. What is this? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footstep. Okay. So we start with 50. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay, so that's where the roguelite element comes in. So if we run out of movements, so if we was to unlock this door and go into this room, depending on the room, we'll lose us some footprints. Okay. How about we don't go into a room and look outside first? And that took a footprint off me. Okay. So let's look out. This is technically would be a room, right? A little fountain, a little pool. Okay, so that's locked. Is it locked from the other side? It's got some pebbles. These are like little lanterns things. Oh? A cart track. Or a mine. Little pipes. Big old mountain. Oh my god! Is this Batman's house? Weird looking mountaintop. Yeah, it's like an arrowhead. Oh, like a tunnel? Got some crates. A torch. This is just a dead end. We don't want to over-evaluate right now. We just want to observe, right? We just want to observe. We don't want to get too deep into bloody checking everything right now, unless it's very, very, very obvious. So it's meant to be like a bird bath. So this is the Holly Tree Mansion, and we can already see some holly on the gates here. What the hell? That's like a steel bunker door. I've just lost another footstep, by the way. There's another gate down there, another bird bath. That's 3 bird baths. Oh, hello. Wait, is this where I'm sleeping? Because I'm not allowed to sleep in the, in here. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your skeleton skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint by pressing tab. Return to the campsite for your night. Okay, it is. So this is where we sleep. We cannot sleep in the... This art style is really nice. This whole cell shade. It kind of gives me like early Borderlands and Walking Dead. Oh, an orchid. First padlock. Okay. So we don't have a code for that. There's a pipe there with some like steam vent things. And there's also a shed. We don't know this yet. Is there a potential code around here? Oh, it can't be. It can't just be sitting there. It could be in our face, to be honest. So we're gonna put the apple orchid, right? If I spell it right. And we're gonna put it down as 4 code padlock. Orchard. Yeah, that's it. Not orchid. Yeah, orchard. Yeah, that's what I mean. An orchard. Right? I told you I'm gonna be a spoon as I go through this. But it's close enough. It begins with O. Alright. We've got 46 movement left. We've just spent 35 minutes doing that. Right, let's unlock our first door. Remember, to fail is to succeed. Okay, so we're here. I'm facing this door. If I unlock this door, it's going to unlock this square. Okay. Alright. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 footsteps. A closet, you get 2 items. And a hallway. I want 2 items. A closet is 2 items. What 2 items? Oh. I got a gem. And a sledgehammer. A sledgehammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Okay. Nothing else in here. There's more of these pictures. A tree and a pin. I think there's a lot more to these rooms than what meets the eye, you know. Right, so we can't go that way. Let's go this way. Okay, so we have a den, which is a... Oh, this is not a bad room. This gives us 1 gem as well. We have a parlor, which gives us a puzzle, and a spare room. Let's use the den. Let's get the gem, because we don't need a door this way anyway, so this is a good room right now. A chess piece. Chess piece always means things. Another clock. More of these pictures. Wingardium Leviosa. There's a gem. This fire blast. 2 swans. Oh, what is this? These little symbols here. I wonder if anything happens when this turns 11:05. Just because of these arrows facing that way. But then what does this one mean? So many clocks in here. Holy moly. Any of these books move? What are these pictures? Prayer? Big old clock. A pawn? I don't think there's anything else in this room. Nothing's activatable. Let's try to go to this corner room. Okay, so we got a storeroom, which will give us 1 key, 1 gem, and 1 coin. A nook, which will give us a key. I guess we can go for the nook, since it is a corner piece. Another picture. Okay, there's the key. A rook. Oh. A coupon book. A discount coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make in the estate. Purchase? A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most thrillingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. We have that. we have that. There's a picture down here as well. Blue, orange, purple, something. There's a dartboard there. And then there's the blueprint thing that's in the bottom. So we're going north. A parlour. Guest bed plus 10. That's a guest bedroom, but it doesn't give us any more. I wonder if the borders of these mean something. So the spare room's going to allow us to go straight through. The parlour's going to allow us to go onto, like, this second tier here. I feel like I want to go to the parlour. The plus 10 is nice, but I feel like I might get that in another room. Let's go to the parlour. There's a puzzle in here, apparently. What are these? The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. Oh, god damn it. What have you done? What are these pictures again? Wind-up key, a component of the parlour game. Dear Herbert, May the 2nd, by the way. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we're beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I mentioned to you rather a singular parlour game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of 3 different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game. When I found the time, I had included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play the confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. So one's always true, one's always false, but there could be a potential for 2 to be false. Okay. The gems are in this box. Okay. The gems are not in this box. But you could be lying. But you could also be telling the truth. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in the white box. So are you telling the truth and you're telling the truth and this one's false? Or are you telling the truth and you're telling the truth and you're lying? No, because you're thinking. Brain already going kaboom. I think this is telling the truth, this is telling the truth, and this one's lying. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. That's kind of reassuring that this one's true, which means you are lying and it's potentially in the blue box. Hey! We got it. First parlour game. First parlour game down. There's also a black pawn there. Alright. First puzzle down. 2 gems acquired. What else do we see in here? Anything, nothing. We've got this guy looking at us. Obviously we've read these. These pictures are... That's a biplane, plane. There's an E on that. And that's the room we're in. E. Why are you indicating that's an E? Huh. Alright, next room. A storeroom, a pantry, and a guest bedroom. They're all not going to lead. I feel like we go for a... That's going to give me 4 gold though. But I would like another key. Let's go for a storeroom. We've got 39 steps left. Oh, a coin. A golden key. Another pawn piece, by the way. Another picture. Wait, there's only one picture in here. Oh, no, there isn't. Stairs. I'm going to lose another step. What's the... There's 2 in here as well. Is that a flan? Flan? That's a desert. Wait, that's a dessert. That's a desert. That's a plain... Hold on a minute. And there's an E. A desert and a dessert. I'm wasting steps here, but I think I'm onto something. Stairs and stars. Right? I. Things. Things. Be things. Pray. Pray and pray. Bar. Pray. Pry. Pray. Pry. Right? I feel like I should put all these letters down. I don't know what they mean. Pray. Pry. Card. S. Queen. S. Queen. Diamond. Face? Face and S? As in a face card? That mean be F. So this would be F. Just to clarify. Right? Face. S. F. What does that mean though? I've gone through so many steps here. We need to go here anyway. We need to start heading up. Wait, so if this is a dead-end room, does that mean my day's over with? Because I can't go anywhere. Oh, sugar. I need to go to the spare room. Oh, I can go to the bedroom. We can go for the bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 footsteps. Okay, let's do a bedroom. So whenever we enter this room, I'm going to guess we don't get to abuse this. Oh, coin. Coins. Another, oh, origami. Another pawn. Bridge. A bride? Bridge and bride? G? Are they associated to the rooms? There is some sort of meta thing going on here. We need to go this way, though. These rooms... Wait, let's see what happens the next day. If we start another day, and this entrance hall is F again, that could mean that each of these spots could be a word. And then this whole thing is going to give us a bloody interesting observatory corridor and a spare room. We need a gem requirement for that. An observatory. I'm down to see an observatory. Corridor is always left unlocked. Let's go in here. We've got 5 gems, so let's go in this. Observatory. This. What is this? The Fixed Stars, a stargazer's companion to constellations, by Richard Witt, Fen Uries, Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends and discover the joy of stargazing. So if we see 1, it's 1 and we need to get 1 gold. The twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The slice, I get 3 extra steps. Diamond miner plus 1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Apples, as in the orchard. Clovis, you get a key. Diamond Mage, you get plus 5 gems. Droxus the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. The sale, everything is 15% off today. Florist, Bloom of the Sky, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Green rooms. And then that's it. Okay. A bathtub. A bath and a bat. Bath and bat. H. We're gonna have to come round to all of these. I need the confirmation though of the entrance hall being an F when we start a new day. Because if that confirms that for me, I need to then start jotting down each room we go into. There's a door there. There's a door on that thing. See that? Wait, there's stairs up here. Where does that take us? It takes us there. Wait, can't reach that. Wait, if I wheel it the other way, does it come down? No, it just turns it. There's a big wheel here, but I can't touch that. Huh. Wait, can I get on that top layer? Maybe from outside? Wait, I can't move that anymore now. Let's just keep turning this until it's aiming where it should be aiming. And then I'm gonna guess if we look through... Wait, that's gonna hit again, isn't it? There's another thing I'm missing. Maybe it's got something to do with this? There's a night in here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, right. I need to bring that back around in a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. We rotate. Can we? Okay. 1 star. 1 gold. Can I raise this? Can I raise this more to see something else? For science? No. Wait, I did move it down though, however. Can I see another constellation? I cannot. Right, well anyway, we know how to lower it now, so maybe I can take this all the way around here and open that door we saw on the side of it. Right, I need to lower it now. Secrets. Secrets. A planetarium. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add the planetarium to your drafting pool? If you call it a day in the planetarium, gain two constellations? We stargazing. There's nothing else I believe in. The only thing that's confusing me is this. Is this just a red herring? Wait, this one spins as well. I wonder if like you turn this one 3 times, turn 2 times, something happens. Or maybe we might need more information. Anyway, we need to head north. If we get a dead end, we need like maybe a 3-way or something. If we get a dead end here, pantry, nursery, and a chapel. Whenever you enter, you lose 1 gold. You gain 5, but that's a dead end room, so we don't want that. A pantry and a chapel. I want to take a gamble on the pantry. It's going to give me 4 gold. But right now, we're just wanting to figure out what's in each room, right? That's what we kind of want to do. A leg timer. Coffee. Oh, here we go. Clock. Padlock. Clock. Unlock. See? Bridget. Please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread will be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover our expenses, but please bring back any change left from the order and leave it on the pantry. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. What does that mean? 5, 5, 5. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. I'm going to put that down. Pantry. 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. And that's in the pantry. It's bold for a reason. Unless this is what I can find throughout the estate now. This is what they're kind of mentioning here. Well, there's an apple. Oh. Okay. So that's maybe there's 4 apples left now in this whole estate. And it's mainly just to help me with steps. Maybe it's not nothing significant, but we'll still jot it down. Okay. Guest bedroom, dead end. Lavatory, dead end. Courtyard, gem. We need to go for that one. A courtyard. Okay. So in a courtyard, I am not seeing anything here. Can't do anything with these bushes. There's not even 2 paintings in here. This seems like a waste of a room. But I feel like I could be getting deceived. Alright, we've got 2 empty spots here, but we also can go north. We have 28 things left. We've got 2 keys left. A spare room. A patio. Spread gems in each green room. Commissary. Items for sale. I feel like... Oh, this is hard because like... Wait, how many green rooms have we got? Just the courtyard. So will that put a gem back in here? So if I spend a gem, am I going to get a gem back? But then if I get another green room here, I get another. But then items for sale. An item might be useful in a room we don't even know about. Let's go to the commissary. Okay. Nothing we can do here. What's that? Digiblocks? Summit blocks? Annual Maids Day sale, 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome, day 20 and 21. Mount Holly's commissary. Without? Without. Car with cart. Cart, car. Cart, car. T. There's a T missing out of both of them words. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at the morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of these electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed directed, as always, to our house manager, Miss Babbage. Terminal password. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Enhance. Enhance. We wait. We are going to enhance. Okay, yeah, we're not seeing anything. Let's... An S. We know that's an S. That potentially could be a U. That could be an N. Maybe an E. I don't know what this could be. I can't tell anything in here, though. That's the only ones I'm kind of getting. That looks like a U to me. That looks like an N, because that's a thin line there. That's the tip. This is the thick piece of the N with the... Can I change the contrast of this? This is now... That could now be an S. Samsung. Could you imagine? Fucking Samsung Mobile. Okay. Let's just kind of leave that there. So let's just read this again. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out of the electronic computers in the estate. These can be found in the security room and the laboratory. Okay, we've not found either of them rooms. And this is the code to get into that. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any we're only on day 1 anyway. We're only on day 1. Okay. Hello? Salt shaker. A shovel. Sleeping mask. And a metal detector. I've got 9. I don't want to spend too much and I want to make sure. So I'm either going to get a... What would you want a salt shaker for? Let's get a shovel. Because we're in a patio right now and we're also... There's a garden behind us. No, we didn't get the patio. We only got the thingy, didn't we? Because it was this one. Okay, I can't go that way. Is that because... Yeah, that's blocked up that way. Okay. Is there anything hidden in here? Oh my god. I got a coin. But we learned something new. Okay. Wait, so is it only these dirt piles? It seems like so. So I technically got this for... Alright. So we can't go to this bottom corner one now anymore. We can only go north, which is this way. Whenever you enter the chapel, you'll lose a coin. What if you don't have a coin? Are you just gonna... That's a dead end. We can't choose that one. We're gonna choose the chapel. It is gonna lose us a coin every time we enter it. But if we go to a corridor, it's gonna take us straight up, and it could lead us to another dead end room. So let's go with a chapel. Let's see what's in here. And we lost a coin. We have to learn about the rooms. Oh. Okay. 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 Stained glass windows with numbers underneath them. And everybody inside the windows is different. Got quite a few candles. Nothing in here. We got a bishop. Got a bishop. Nothing on any of these seats. Interesting. There's the holly thing again. There is a window behind this as well. Interesting. These are all occupations. Except that one. That's a maid. That is a chef. Because that's a pizza thing, right? You scoop pizzas out with. That's a farmer. It's a jockey, it's a horse rider. Chimney sweep. And wait, no, that's a farmer, that's a whore. That's a stable boy, or a stable handler. Well, what's the significance of these numbers? Okay, when we hear something about this, I feel like we'll come back to this room. Because I wish, I just don't want to overload myself with notes on everything we go into a room with until we need something to do with it. Right? But we know about this now. Right, so we can go up and we can go left. We've also got 2 keys, 2 gems, 4. So let's kind of go horizontal this way now. Okay, spare room, a boudoir, food for sale. I'm not gonna lie, I like food. It's also gonna cost me a gem though. This spare room keeps coming up. I don't have to just see what it is. We've not seen this though. Let's just get this one. Let's get this one. Alright. Oh, a safe. Syncaco. 1, 2, 3, 4. You always try 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We got a match. Fern. Tree. Match. Maybe I don't know the name of this specific tree. Fire, match. Maybe it could be hand. Flame. All right, I'm gonna utilize my chat card here. Chat. What is that tree? Because I have a feeling I'll never get that. It's a fir. Oh my god, I was thinking it as in fir, as in F-U-R, not F-I-R. Oh my god. Okay, so it's E, so it's fire and fir. I was thinking F-U-R as in fir. Yeah, like a fir tree, yeah. Oh god. I literally said that as well, right? Oh, wait, I've seen this. This is what I saw in Sydney's stream. Here's the safe. I know the code for this. I know the code for this. And the only reason I know that, chat, is because I jumped in a stream and I saw this. 1225. That's the only reason I knew that, was because of that. Because I remember jumping into a stream, I was like, is this game any good? What is this? Number 4, a red letter. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible. But I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece, that you would play the King's Scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the colour of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. That writing, how that was writ, we're not coming for Christmas this year. Interesting. Why is this? This seems like it's important. Daniel, Christmas, Simon, number 4. Number 4. Why 4? Let me jot that down. So what room was this? This was a boudoir. How do I spell that? Wait. So there was a safe, which was 1225, letter 4. There was a guy called Simon. Christmas, Daniel. Wait, let me just do that. Simon, Daniel. Christmas was involved, which was the key to that. Was anything else mentioned here? The letter was 4. Yeah, the letter was 4. I got that in. Was distraught to learn that you have chosen the details of the disappearance from my public record. It's no surprise to me that the royal court would want the embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am sure that you have so little regard of your niece that you would play the King's Scullion. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is name. Having never heard of a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering your commitment. But God, do not make display of weakness, clutch your petty assets tightly, Our country must be made aware in the price you paid. darkness of 100 nights. To deny her stories, to deny her life. If thou your silence of thing, betrayal, I son Simon. So Simon is a son. He's a son. Okay. Simple Simon. Alright. So Simon is a son. Betrayal is our son. Simon. Okay. And Daniel is the father. Your heir. Okay. Alright. 24 steps left. Okie dokie. So Bador. How do I pronounce this? Boudoir? It's French. Right? Boudoir. Boudoir. Of course. Boudoir. Ce soir. Okay, so we can go to the chapel in case this is a dead end. Well, let's have a look. Security room. Mail room. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. So if I draft this, I'm going to get a package the day after. But a security room. We did hear about the security room on the letter that had the password. Which the password we kind of started working out is potentially something beginning with S. And there's maybe a U. This could be an O. Can't really tell what this is at the end though. I have a feeling this could be potentially an E, but then that would make an I. Because I feel like the gap between these two is too small. Unless that's a U again. Ung. Wait, UNG. That could be a G. Wait, is this actually going to spell out bloody Samsung? But no, it's this. This is throwing me off here. Unless that's just a piece of the... I don't know, you know. This could even be a J. But I'm just trying to think of this as a word. UN... It has to be UNG. Or... ONG. I couldn't even go with this. Don't have a clue what's going on over here. There must be a way we can read this. I wonder if there's like a UV tool. Let's go to the security room. We're going to use a gem. Let's go in. Oh! Ooh! Oh? Oh my god, there's a pervert watching us. Piano room. I guarantee you gotta suppress certain keys on that piano to unlock something. Okay, just pointing at his butt. Okay. Blue memos equals true. Red memos equals lies. Unless written by hand. You see that? Unless written by hand. Little sneaky sods. So red memos are lies unless they are written by hand. Which means the red memo that told us about the 12th to the 16th in the commissary is a lie because it's not written by hand. Ooh, okay. Okay. This is a lie. It's not written by hand. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Okay, so that's a lie. It's not written by hand. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. higher ranks. There's a ranking system. Keycard access will like to appear in higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Does this work as a tier system? The higher we get, the higher level rooms. So in theory, you could not potentially get the security room down here. Chart and cart. Chart and cart, chart and cart, chart and cart. Chart and cart. Chart and cart. Right. Hitch? Is it hitch? Charts and carts, yeah. Hitch. Okay, but I don't know what we're doing with these. I don't know what we're doing with these letters. Here's this same letter again. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail the clock in and clock out system. Yeah, and this is the same thing, isn't it? The same password. How do we figure out what that is? Then maybe there's another letter somewhere where it's not scribbled out. Either that, or there is a tool like a UV where we can kind of see under the thing. I love this art style though. Okay, so what we learned in this room: read memos or lies unless they are handwritten. There's also a knight in this room. There is chess pieces in every single room, and we've seen 3 black pawns as well. 3, 6. Let's use the FOV to zoom in there. 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is written on that box. B cam tape, A cam tape. Okay. All right, let's move into another room. Let's see what we can go here, which is this way, right? Oh, I've got to use a key. Wait, is this locked as well? Oh, it means I've got to use 2 keys. Okay. All right, let's just unlock them both. Again, to fail is to succeed. We're going to want to go with a passage hallway. And we've got a tiger. Tiger. There's something. Let's open this way. We need some more keys now. A patio. We had the chance of unlocking that. We also got a guest bedroom. We're on 23 steps. Lavatory. This has nothing on it. So is it just a dead end? Let's go into the patio. We do have a shovel. So there could be something we could dig in here. We've already figured this out. Buried below. Occasionally you may discover small amounts of dirt in certain areas. We found this out. We got this. Thank you. A jewel. An ordinary key. Well, that's good. We need the key. And a turnip. Plus 6 footsteps. Okay. That's pretty cool. There's anything out here? There's a statue there. Anything else here? Windows, 2 seats, got this, gas, can't do anything with this. These are, I don't know if they're lit. Can't turn any of these. We do have the hallway. So let's check the hallway. We've got a tiger. Tiger. And that's a stand, that's a cake stand. Or what you have at a tea party. We know that's a tiger. Tiger. What other that could be? Tier. Could it be tier? As in like a tiered system? For tiered cakes? I wouldn't call that a tier though. But then again, we've also got the fire, right, for the match. Could this be sit or as well? But that's the only thing I could think of. Is tiger and tier for this room, which means G would be this room, right? But we don't know what to do then. Whoa. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. This is a lie. It's not handwritten. I do kind of want to maybe come back down south. I want to unlock more rooms. And to think this is only day 1. A breaker box, utility closet, or a drawing room. This requires a gem. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Drawing room. Let's use a gem. What is this? Drawing floor plans. Lavatory, pantry, guest room. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select 1 to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. How do you redraw? Like a reroll? There's a pawn. What are these arrows? What are these arrows? We got horses, we got newspaper boys, we got the umbrella man, we got the cane guy. Dress. Oh. Stage. Sage. Stage and sage. So this is a T. There's nothing in the background. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh shit! Oh fuck. Okay. Oh. What is the code to you? What is the code to you? It has to be these pictures. Maybe it's the feet? Maybe the strides? Like this kid is doing the same stride as this horse? But then that's 4 number combinations. What's the correct order? Smallest to largest, largest to smallest. So as you can see here, that's small, that's small. So maybe we gotta count all of them? Is there 4 different ones? So small, large, large, large? No, there isn't. There's only 2. There is the strides. No, wait. There's 3. Like, wait, are these the same? Oh. How many different kinds of pictures are there? Umbrella, cane, dress, horse, child. There's 5. There's 5. So it's not like I'm gonna go, okay, there's 4 bride, 4 cane, 8 umbrellas. There's 5, so that's 1,000 combinations. It's more than that. Is there anything in the room that's gonna give us a hint at this? A hint, or maybe in another room. This is not a puzzle room. A puzzled room will give me the clue inside here. This is something else. I don't know. I think we're going to have to leave this room. We're going to have to leave this room. And I feel like the clue could be somewhere else. But it's another safe. What room is this? What room is this? This is just the drawing room. So let's go over here. Let's go to my notes. Let's go to drawing room. Safe, so 4-digit safe. Then it's obviously got the pictures. Pictures definitely indicate the code somehow. Alright. Okay, let's just move. Let's move and groove. We can only go this way. Okay, lavatory, guest room, kitchen. I guess when we go for the kitchen, it's the only way possible out. Lavatory, I would like to learn it. Guest room, I don't really need the steps right now. I know I've got 25, but maybe, actually, no, the guest room might even have something in there. But I want to carry on moving, because this could end up being put into another place. Okay, kitchen. This is new. Kitchen new. Rod and rod. A. Scales, sacks. Zell. There's phosphorus. What the hell? Heisenberg cooking in here? What's going on? Mount Molly kitchen menu. Banana club sandwich, tomato soup. Today's main course, glazed salmon. The main course is served only in the dining room. Today's main course, lemon glazed salmon. Charbroiled Cajun spice salmon. Lemon butter sauce served over spinach. Ooh! plus 20. Plus an additional plus 10 if you have an aquarium in your house. Is this costing me coin? Plus 5 for every red room you have in the house. Tomato soup. You want some soup? How many red rooms do we have? We only have the one. That's going to give me 10. Let's get tomato soup. Oh, it was coin. It was coin. Okay. But I got footsteps. Okay, but we have no coin now. Noted. Tea? We have tea. So this room is mainly just for these then. So we can go this way now. Okay. There's nothing in here, is right? There's still some significance with these pictures, but we need to see day 2 for that. Lavatory again and spare room. Don't have the gems for that. Spare room. Let's see the spare room. Okay, it's just a... for the tape. A chair. Nothing in there. This is literally just a spare room. Once again, what if there is a UV object and there's bloody shit written all over these walls? Maybe it's the same thing that will reveal the password on the for the computer. Imagine if we just light up this room, it's just 666 everywhere. Oh. Okay, I guess we've got to leave this one then. West Wing Hall, guest bedroom, and a bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. So does that mean it'll give me 20 foot? No, it can't be. That's way too much. So this is a West Wing Hall. Why? So that will allow me to go up. Well, what would the hall do? Just have... I guess I can go for that. It's the only thing that allows me to go upwards. Alright. Crow on boat. Man. Or hat. Crow. Boat. Boat. That's bird. Crow row. Crow row. He's rowing. Maybe he's sea. Crow row. That's the only thing that's ringing a bell right now. Again, don't know what we're doing with them. Oh. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any something made draft something will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this West Wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them. Why would you not want me to do that? June 15th, 1983. That's the only significant thing on this thing. Why put this down if it's not going to give me anything except this date, this name, and letting me know that items have not been removed from the pool? And pool meaning every time I select, it's not like a swimming pool. Unless there is a pool. But then they're talking about floor plans. This is the... what room is this? West Wing Hall. West Wing Hall. What was the date? The date was June 15th, 1983. June 15th, 1983. Torn newspaper. Oh my god, hello. Torn newspaper. What was the names on there? Clara Epson. Clara Epson. She's dead. Members of refrain from drafting during the period of time. Okay. Right, we can only go north. We can only go north. No gem, can't do that. Corridor, guest best room. We need to go corridor. Let's continue moving. Bedroom dead end. We've not done a corridor, so good to see what's in here. More pictures. We've got a car. Face. Card. D. Nothing else in here. Nothing else. Oh. Oh, we can only... oh. We are definitely coming to an end here. We have to go with a planetarium because we're running out of jewels. And I feel like we're coming across more jewels. So maybe the higher we go, the more costly it's going to be. So we need to... the planetarium. So what... if you call it a day in the planetarium, gain 2 of the stars. Oh. Star schedule. Survey of constellations observed at Mount Holly's Observatory. Constellations: 1. North Star. 2. The Twins. 3. Slice. There's more. The book only went to 20. Survey of constellations. Other notable night skies observed. 29. First appearance of both Dimendus Minor and Major in the same sky. 40. 7 different constellations observed in a single night. And 50 new constellations spotted. These going to be random? Because day 1, what did they say at the beginning? Was it the 7th of November? And we didn't get the Farmer's Apple today, so these aren't dates. We got the North Star. So I'm going to guess these are going to be random if these aren't dates. Because if today is the 7th of November, as to what he stated earlier, it's not lining up with the constellation. Okay, these aren't done. Nothing else in here. We have to go back now, don't we? We have to go back up to this hallway. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've also got the patio to go north as well. I could go to the courtyard to potentially get a diamond we got when we went to this patio. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That will leave us with 13 steps left. Okay. Let's move. Move and groove. This room again. We don't know the code for this. Unknown code. There should be a gem outside here. We needs it. Maybe not. Maybe it's for all. Oh, never mind. I was going to say maybe it's for all future ones we put down. So then you've got a commissary. That's where the red memo give us a lie. We need to go back to the hallway of the patio. Okay. So now we're on 13. We're going to have 11 left. I'd rather go to the hallway because it could give us somewhere in the middle. That's a lie. Alright. A bunk room. Secret passage. Leads to a room colour of your choice. Orange, green, purple, red, yellow, gold. Rumpus is going to give me 8 gold. This is going to give me movement. This is going to give me passage. But this is going to give me passage into another room. I want to know what this is. World, plane, globe, plane, planet, plane, T. That definitely has some significance. 100%. It's, oh, and there's a black pawn. Saying that, why is this one alone? All the other black ones are double. These don't move at all, do they? That's something I didn't check. No. Alright, we're in the middle. Got a secret passage. Okay, so the halls of Hollis. So that's going to give us a hall. Green thumb, which is going to give us a garden. The key to the bedroom, which will give us key. Red rovers, which are hazards. And gold. Market, is that going to give us a store? Okay, gold, yeah, kitchen gives us food. Commissary gives us food, so that's store. Courtyard is given the digging places, but also gems. Orange is corridors. Is there a blue one? There isn't a blue one. Purple, the boudoir. The key is blue. The key to the bedroom. Bedroom, it's just going to give us a... I feel like we should put a bedroom down. But if we put a bedroom down in... Most bedrooms we've got, right? This one. The one that we have available to put down... Like the bunk bedroom, and the other one doesn't have any other doors. This one does, however. A boudoir is a bedroom, but doesn't give us a thing. What do I want to kind of go with? Corridor, corridor, the west wing. Garden, garden. Does... I'm now curious if the gardens can only appear on the outside wings, which would make sense in blueprints to see the outside, unless you've got an interior courtyard. Courtyard could appear inside with a fountain and maybe a glass dome above. But patios, 100% you can't get them inside. Would you really want to put a garden here? I'm going to go with purple. Or... do I go with a hallway to give me access to possibly going west, east, and north to unlock more rooms, more knowledge? Okay, we're doing that. Whoa. 7 locked doors. We have no keys. We have no gems. What? So if this is 7 locked doors, one of these doors here is going to allow us to go this way. 2 of them are lies. But it could also have things inside of them. What in the Matrix shit is that? This could be the end of day 1 for us here. These are all locked, aren't they? It could be lying to us. But I'm gonna guess not. There's no paintings in here. I've got lights. Nothing in here. Nope. 2 chairs. What in the cook is going on here? So we're dead there. We can go back down to the patio and go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We have to go to the patio. Depending on what the patio gives us is going to determine if this is the end of day 1. And if it's the end of day 1, that it is not too bad because we learned a lot of things. And we can find out if this room, because it's got the face card and it's got an ace, if this would still be the same. If the pictures are the same, it means the letter is associated to this square, which then means every time we go through in each room, we need to jot it down, and then this might give us a meta code. This is the only way we can go, right? Oh, East Wing Hall. Okay. Locksmith, keys for sale. No gems. We have to go East Wing Hall. East Wing Hall. Hats. Hats. Court. Court and Coast. Court and Coast, okay. That's another one. So we can go this way and we can go north now. Alright, cool. Oh, it's locked. Ooh. A billiard room. Billiard room does allow us to go left. It's also a puzzle. Puzzle's good. Dining room. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. So if we get rank 8, as in the 8th tier on the blueprint, billiard room, greenhouse, which I don't have the gem for, but you are more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. Let's do the billiard room. Billiard room. There's a dartboard. The dartboard was on that little letter we saw earlier. Oh. This is giving me abacus vibes. Did any of these move? Secret door? No? Touching balls? No, can't do any of them. Plane and pane. Glass plane. Pen. Can I put any of these in here? No. You can't crouch or anything. Any of these bottles move? Secret passage? Oh, I can click on this. Why is that blue? Why are you blue? Oh. Oh. Why are you blue? Why are you blue? Blue balls, maybe? Blue ball? Does that... Maybe... 15 and 6, that's 21. 21's not a number on the board. Plus, minus, times, divide. Plus, minus, times, divide. Plus, minus, times, divide. Plus, minus, times, divide. Green, green, red, green. Plus, minus, times, divide. What if I just... We got 2 blue. Okay, that reset. And it went back to this. So maybe, is this the one? 5, 6, 11? Oh! This one's yellow. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Plus, minus, times, divide. 4 different tiers. 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier, 4. Oh! Wait. 16 minus 10, 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 times 3 is 9. 15 minus 13, 2 times 3, 6. Oh my god, my dopamine levels. Oh! Oh! And we got a silver key. The silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many No! No, because that means I need more keys. Wait, so that means every time we get the billiard room now, we know what we're doing with that. So that's an unlocked. We know the Christmas one, so we know we're going to get a safe code for that. We don't know about the other safe code. Oh. Chat. This is low-key getting addictive. Low-key getting addictive. The dopamine is rushing through my veins. Okay, billiard room. I can only use the special key. Is there any other rooms I can use or access? We have the Great Hall. We could use a silver key in there, but I feel like that's going to lead us into a room with another thing, so we got to choose the right one. That's a 3-in-1 chance. Not going to happen. This one, we use it, see what it does, use the silver key. It's going to give us many doors. I need 2 gems. Okay. Wow. This day is about to be over anyway. We've got 3 things left. We've got an archive room. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor. What? That is nasty. That is nasty. Is that just for that room, or is that for them all? It doesn't matter. Let's just go in there, get information. Let's get That door just opened. Is that because it's connected to the hallway? Wait, does that mean... Okay, that's just gonna... What the hell? Can't climb them. There is so many files in here. Fan. Fan. Fan, fan, fan and flan. Flan and fan. Flan, fan. Another same word. They're always going to start with the same, right? So, can't access any of these. Open any of these up. These are not alphabetical or tagged. These are not tagged. Can't do any of these. Nothing in any of them. I know the tables there wanted my attention, but I just want to check these first. And potential jewels, gems, keys. We needs them all. Oh, what is this? August 22nd, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird. Could this be Swimbird? I don't know. Has been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's 2nd time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. January 27th, 86. Swimbird again. Author never considered herself success. By Gail Herms, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the colour red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. November 11th, 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier named the person of interest in the Trinesdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Jesus. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, It is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. RLCF. Rufferton Press was quick to dismiss the rumours in the statement released on Friday, maintaining that popular author and Mr. Y were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance. Whatever that means. That will be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. November 17th, Reddington Herald, Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Rufferton Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to her mentor, friend and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Mannington and White. This is Walter White. He is cooking meth in the kitchen. Manning was seen at the corner suspicious bag under the wave down a local. This is the third major last year. It is anticipated charged by Crown. Manning was the last persuaded trial. The trial begins on Tuesday. Expect the last up to something suspect with grand treason. February 21st, 87. No trace is discovered of Sinclair, but search continues. Mary Matthews Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinesdale. Miss Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Families and local authorities are very confused but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point and we are seeking information. September 2nd, Reddington Herald. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access have never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders. Seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms, the intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels had not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumoured to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumours are true, the evidence may suggest the theft was politically motivated. What on earth just happened? This is information law dump. That is what this is. Information law dump. That is what this is. We take all this information and we store it. This is a second story here, so we're going to put this as a second. Okay, that's the end of that. Okay, so this was in the archive room. This was in the archive room. Oop. That's, what did I spell there? Did I just put achieve? How do you spell archive again? I'll put an extra E. Archive room. I'll put archive. Words are hard. Words are hard. Okay, we have 2 steps available. This was a lore dump room but also this room is a big hindrance in regards to what we find next. So we don't want to go that way. We want to go this way. But we can't, it's locked. Can I go this way? Is this locked? It's not. Archived floor plan, confidential. Walk-in closet, you get 4 items. Opportunity to earn and spend gold in the office. In the office? But that's diamond down. We've got to do with this. Stage and stag. Oh, a letter. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, who peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though. As always, enjoy your mathematical puzzles and I appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of the darts to play the variation. Okay. We got that. So that clue leads to the thingy room, which means that kind of confirms for me that there is a room that will give us a similar letter to this about the pictures on the wall, I think. I would hope so. None of these are actable. Wait, why did I just got 11 steps? Oh, it gave me a guest room. But we can't do anything else. I have no coin, I have no diamonds, and I have no keys. And we have no keys that can open any of the doors. So, we can't do anything else. It is the end of this run. So I feel like that, as a day 1, was a success. Do we agree? Try to go to the planetarium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps. I have 11. I am one away. So let's see what we collected on day 1. The apple orchard has a 4-code padlocked. The pantry, 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. We found an apple. I'm guessing this indicates that these are scattered throughout the house and we can find 5 of each of them to allow us to have more steps. Right? Then we have obviously the safe in here, which we've unlocked. We have the letter number 4. Simon, which is the son, Daniel the father. Christmas was that whole entire room. The drawing room is a 4-digit safe. Pictures definitely indicate the code somehow, which is what we kind of think. And the West Wing Hall, June 15th, 1983, tour newspaper, Clara Epson. But then we also got the canvas of the archive room here, which is this. So we have each of these, right? We have each of these. I feel like I should have made these images bigger because I can't see. I can't see the images. Let me just bring these down. Make these a little bit bigger, like so. Because I won't be able to reread them. And this is about another story here, so this isn't associated with that first one. But that's the archive room. But I feel like that was a good success. Yeah, the Great Hall is locked. Yeah, so if I was to go through the archive room and into the Great Hall, these doors are actually locked here, these 3 rooms. However, it did open this one because this is adjoined with the archive room. We was very close to the antechamber, but apparently there's doors, these doors are locked. So we need to find a way to open these. Go through security to the kitchen. So we're in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's 11 steps away. I can't get any more steps. I don't have any gold to buy anything through the kitchen. Yeah. I think we just move on to day 2. South through Great Hall. I can't go through there, right? Because it's locked. 1, 2. Yeah, this is locked, right? It isn't? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We can go there. Oh, it's because I was looking at this door. Wait. It is locked. Told you it would be. Okay, so we can't go that way. Alright, let's just call this a day. Let's move. Yes. That was a success, though. Mount Hall, a respectable villa. Total rooms 29, ranked reach 7, steps taken 60. Wait, rank reach 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so these are ranks. Okay.